Hello, Van Heist Kindergarten friends, it's Miss Butler, and we're ready today to write some more pages in our memory books. So before we start, make sure that you have two pieces of paper today and something to write with, maybe a pen or a pencil, maybe some markers or crayons. We are going to write two separate pages in our memory books. The first page is going to be about words, all the words that we learned how to write in kindergarten, or at least some of them. The next page is going to be about the numbers we learned how to write. So let's start by thinking about the page, to change this a little bit, about our words, the words that we've learned to write. So at the very top of the page, I'm going to write my words. I'll write it and you can write it too. So let's start with the word my. I know that's one that you know in a snap. M-Y spells my. So what color? I think I'm going to choose a red marker to write that in. So you can watch me write. There we go. I have the word my. Now I need to include the words. So words, can you hear what it starts with? Wah, wah. Yeah, it's a W. I'm going to put that W right on the paper. Now, word is spelled in a very unusual way. That sound is written with OR. That's the book spelling, even though it really doesn't sound like OR usually sounds. But we're going to use the book spelling, so we're going to write OR. Then we're going to listen for those last two sounds. Word, d, s. Can you hear? D, S. So I'm going to put the D and the S on. So now at the top of my paper, I have my words. You can look again if you're still writing. Now that I have that title on my page, I'm going to write down some words. Let's think about words that you learned to spell in a snap in kindergarten. There's lots of them. Can you think of some? How about the word the? Do you remember how to write it? T-H-E. So let's write the, T-H-E. Can you think of another word you know in a snap? Maybe like or look. Both of those are words that we learned in kindergarten. I think I'm going to put like and then look. They kind of sound the same, but they're spelled differently. You can keep going writing all sorts of words that you learned how to spell in a snap. Maybe you'll write the word see, S-E-E, or the word said, S-A-I-D. Think of or love, another good one. Think of the words that you can write in a snap and you can put them right on this page. I thought it might be extra fun on this page to include also some of the words in the word families that we looked at when we were in kindergarten. Remember, we learned lots of words that were in different word families, like the word family at, A-T. Lots of different words that end with the sounds A-T, at. I'm going to write A-T down, and then let's think of some words that are in that family. All right. Did you think of one? At. How about cat? Cat. C-A-T. I'm going to write that. Can you think of another word in that family? Cat, hat, there's a good one. See how many more words you can think of that are in that at family. Cat, hat, mat, bat, sat, pat. There's so many. You can write them all. But that family isn't the only family that we learned about. We also learned to write words with, how about ip, I-P, ip, ip. I'm going to put that down. What are some words that end ip, like hip? Or tip? Can you even think of some super tricky ones like skip, sk, ip? That's SK. You can keep going. See if you can think of any more. How about some words in the, let's try ot, O-T. Did you see the one I wrote pot. What's another one? Pot, hot, H-O-T. You can keep going and include more words in that family. We also learned words. Let's think of a family that has E, eh in it. What about words in the et family? E-T. I wrote the word pet. Can you think of some more? Pet, get, met. Now we need a word family for the letter U. How about U-M, like gum. Hold on, I'm going to write that one. You could include other words that you could think of in that family. Gum, hum, mum, all sorts, tum. All those words are going to rhyme because they're in the same family. So I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to get ready for writing numbers. And I want you to pause the video too so that you can fill in this whole sheet. Include words that you know in a snap. Include some word families. You could use the word families that I put on here, but you could think of your own word families. If you think of a word family, you can listen for the sounds and you will be able to write so many words. It will be fun to go back and look at them when you're like a big fifth grader and you can read chapter books to look and see how much you learned in kindergarten. All right, write your words and I'll see you in a second. All right, kindergartners, we're back. I hope you wrote lots and lots of words on that page. Now we need a new blank page because this page is going to be about numbers. We're going to write at the top, my numbers, just like we wrote my words. We know how to spell that word my in a snap, right? M-Y. So you write my at the top of your page and I'm going to write it at the top of my page. Now we need to write the word numbers. Numbers is a very long word with lots of sounds. Do you remember that trick I told you about hearing the chunks in a word? And then you can just listen for the sounds in each little chunk and put them together. So let's try clapping together the word numbers. numbers. You hear the two chunks? Numbers. So first, I'm just going to write the first chunk. Num. That's not so tricky. N-U-M. I'm going to write those down. All right. I have that first chunk, num. Now I need to write the second chunk, burrs, b-er-s. I'm going to tell you a little trick about book spelling. You're going to learn this in first grade. That sound is usually E and R together, not just R by itself. So burrs is B-E-R for the and then S. So B-E-R-S. I'm going to write that. Now that we have the title on our page, you know what's going to come next. You get to write all the numbers you learned how to write this year. So many. Maybe you can write to 20. Maybe you can write numbers even higher than 20. This page you can fill with all the numbers that you learned how to write in kindergarten. Just for extra fun, I think I might write my numbers with some different colored markers so that it looks kind of fancy. So maybe red and green. I'm going to start with 1 and see how many I can get. I wrote all the way up to 5. Do you think I could write more than that? Probably. So now it's your turn. You can use different color markers if you want for fun, or you could just use one color. That's fine. See how high you can go. It will be fun and exciting when you are a big kid to be able to look back at this and remember, when you were just learning to write numbers. Back when you are in 5th grade and you know how to write the number 36,421, it will be funny to look back and see your kindergarten writing. I hope you have lots of fun writing all these numbers. This is going to make a great page in your memory. Have lots of fun.